Hello there, this is Kantea and also the person who runs Winter Shade. I got some questions to ask what type of materials I use when I do traditional art. So this is kind of new for me doing videos and I hope I sound okay. And let's get straight to it then. Okay, so next up, sketching materials. I don't actually use proper grey HB pencils or anything. I find that they smudge way too easily. So I use a lot of coloured pencils, and I like to use the Jumbo Grip. So Faber-Castell and Stabilo. I think that's what it's called. Stabilo, yes. And I find that the thick ones are really good for when you're doing quick stuff. And yeah, they're really good. And then for like more detailed, thinner stuff, I actually use like Staedtler crayon pencils. These are really good. They've got an anti-break system, so they've got like this layer inside them that stops them breaking easily, and they're really good. They're really strong colours, and you can get some really good tones with them, like from light to dark. I've had these for a while, but I just started using them yesterday, I think. I can get the case open, and as you can see, I've already started using them quite well. Okay, so for inking, for most of my inking, I will use these, and mostly this one, the black Staedtler Triplus Fineliner. Again, they've kind of got that triangle shape, and these are really cheap, like about 80p, so they're really good quality. I use them for everything, really. Yeah, a lot of inking, and there's not too much to say because they're good. They're really good. And I have them in a lot of colours, so if I'm feeling a bit daring with my line art, I will use like the lavender colours and blues, and I have a lot of these, like a lot of colours, but I just thought I'd narrow it down to these few. And they've got a really nice fine tip, so you can go to do extreme detail with them. So all like the tiny little bits, like dress details and eyes and eyelashes. These are really good for those type of things. And then I have the ultimate inking tool. These I found out from a friend who uses the same pens, and these are just like perfect for thicker, more graphic line art, and I love them. I haven't used them for a while, but they are the Zebra Feud brush pens. They have all different sizes. I couldn't find the biggest. It's somewhere in my box of pens. But this is the fine one, and it has a really nice tip. It's not a soft tip, it's like more hard, so you'll have a lot more control over the pen. A lot more control. I wouldn't suggest it for like tiny detail, not tiny detail, but you know, if you're doing thicker, more graphic stuff, these are really good. And if you get the bigger sizes, they're good for colouring in, say, big patches of ink. So they're really, really good. They're about £2.80, so nearly £3. They're kind of expensive, but not too bad. Like, they are worth it for the price, definitely. And I used to hate inking. I used to hate it so much. And then when I got these, it was just like, I loved inking. I loved inking after I got these. So all of these are really good. Oh yes, I forgot what these are the Stabilo fine liners, and they're really nice as well. Again, fine lines and a good price. So yeah, you should be able to find these in most art shops and on most art sites as well. So yeah, they're really nice. Okay, so onto colouring materials, and for most of my coloured artwork I will use the coloured pencils, but most of the time it's these lovely pens. They are the Zig Art and Graphic Twin Brush, They are made by Kuretake. I can't really pronounce that, but if you type in Zig art and graphic brush pens, you will find them, and they are really, really good for colouring. They have a nice solid colour, and they don't smell like, say, Copic markers would. They're more water-based, but you can get some really nice blending colours. Obviously, they have the brush tip, and then they have the more finer one, but if you're really more careful with your art, you can use the brush tip to get into the really thin, fine spaces. They are £1.80 from most sites. They're really good. They're a bit cheap. They're cheap enough, but they're really good quality. And yes, that's what I use for most of my colouring. And I use the Tombow ABT brush pens. They're similar, but they have a different kind of texture when you put them down onto the paper. Again, they've got the brush tip and the thin tip. They're a bit more expensive, and I would suggest going to the Zig brushes instead of the Tombow. But again, they're really good, and I have a lot of these, a lot of both Zig and Tombow, and I have them in all colours. They do a lot of colours, so I think they're a good buy if you'd like alternative to Copic markers, which can be quite pricey. So yeah, I hope that answers most of the questions. Okay, so this is just most of the, I don't know how you call it, like misc and After Effects stuff. So say if I'm doing like gold, say if the character's wearing gold necklace or rings, I will use this. It's really good. It's a Uniball gel pen in gold, and it's really nice. It's really solid colours and very, very shiny, which we always want when we have a gold pen. That's just for a pink gel pen. I use it for drawing flowers and all the swirly girly stuff. And then I have the white gel pens. This is a nice one. I'm not too sure what it's called. I think it's a Jelly Roll pen. It's very good for fine details, like it's fine white details. So like if you just want to do the highlights in eyes or hair, I'd suggest using this one. But for actually whiting out mistakes, and say you want a lot more strong white colour, I'd say the Uniball Signo, and it's a gel pen and it's white and it's really, really good. It has a bit of a thicker tip, but it's really good for say if you want to do a stars in the sky of a drawing, and it's just really bold white and really good and really strong. But you have to be careful with all of these because you can smudge them if you don't let them dry. I can show you the box. This isn't even all of it. This is just like loads. I need to get a proper sorting system for them all. So yeah, I hope this video was okay. It's kind of like, obviously, I said before, the first time I'm doing this kind of thing, and obviously you're hearing my voice, which is a bit nerve-wracking. But I hope it was okay, and I hope to bring you more videos. I'm not kind of sure what kind of videos you would like. I was just for now thinking of speed draws and that kind of thing. But if you'd like to see some tutorials on how, say, I do watercolours, or obviously the pens and everything, how I work with them, I could make a process video if you'd like. I don't know. Leave whatever suggestions you'd like, and I'll try to get them round. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It'd be nice if you could leave a like and a comment, maybe a subscription, maybe. But I just hope you enjoy the video. So until next time, bye bye.